so I guess we kind of created a pretty tricky problem for ourselves, right? And we weren't able to resolve it. Um, and sometimes it's a good thing not to be able to prove something, because sometimes proving false things is bad. Not being able to, like, being able to prove false things is almost as bad as not being able to prove true things, right? Alright, so I think the problem was this ambiguity, right? It lied we're trying to decide what x1 meant. Yeah? Yeah, it could mean xm1 or ax1, right? Yeah. But maybe there wasn't actually an ambiguity because they're actually equating it like it wasn't a or m, right? Yeah. What they actually probably meant was the height. So x1. Yeah? So I guess they didn't necessarily mean the feet of the perpendiculars is called that. I guess they mean the height of the length of the perpendicular. Because then you don't need this m's, right? Because then x on y, right? In that triangle would be the angle opposite the dot, the line opposite the dot, and this would be opposite the dot. So that'd be x1, y1 without the m, right? Yeah. That makes sense too, because otherwise, why would you? It's like, what's the point of drawing the perpendiculars?
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, why does it matter if it's perpendicular? It's just a point.
Well, they won't. Yeah, they won't really be similar. But yeah, like. Okay, so that's the same for x2, right? Yeah. So it's kind of funny how we created a problem for ourselves, and it's important that we can solve these problems we create, or we're just like not helping. And then ax1 is not that anymore, right? We're actually thinking still x1 is there because that's on that triangle too, yeah. Yeah, so it's not ax1 that's on that triangle. We're talking about the height still. Yeah. There's no difference.
So there's no point of having those letters.
Yeah, so these are actually equal as written, yeah, because they're actually the same.
Yeah.
So there was no problem in the proof.
There's a problem in our proof.
Yeah, so there was a problem in our interpretation, right?
Yeah.
Which is good because, I mean, if you interpret differently, you should get different results. Because our interpretation doesn't make that true, right? We know that. Okay. Yeah, so that was a pretty good lesson. Investigate.
Carefully.
Yeah. So there you have it. That's the butterfly from the book.
All proofs cannot be wrong that much. Read it again.
Well, we didn't say anything. Like, we didn't say anything wrong, right? We just got fooled by the ambiguity. Okay. But then we realized that's what happened. Okay, so that's important too. It can't just be like, oh, let's blame the book.
Yeah, that's okay.
So it's really, it was, you know, it's
can't stuff up that badly.
You know, it's in some way our fault, right? But we fixed the problem. Yeah. Okay, excellent.